It's often a wonderful thing when you can walk around and interact with other people. You often wonder what their stories are in life. Where did they come from? What things do they do? You can often wonder this just by looking out into a city and wondering all the little people down there. What are their points in life? What have they done? What do they accomplish? What goes on inside their heads? See, as for me, I often think about that every now and then, mind you, but still, it's often interesting to wonder that. However, today I'm here to talk about something else. Yeah, okay, it still has to do with people, and you often wonder this, but here's my thing. Why do we put so much emphasis on beauty? That's what I want to talk about today on Andrew Discusses. So the old saying goes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Sadly, I think that's a phrase that we have long since forgotten. Look, let me make this perfectly clear. I mean no disrespect to people that want to better themselves because they have a flaw or something that might purposely hinder them mentally or emotionally. In all honesty, to each their own. It's my motto, how I live my life, and honestly, I will live by it to the day I die. To each their own, whatever floats your boat. If it makes you happy, go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. So long as it's within, as far as I'm concerned personally, the letter of the law, I'll do that. As long as I'm not violating the law in any way, shape, or form, I'll gladly do whatever floats my boat and makes me happy. Okay, to a point. I mean, I can't just quit my job and spend the rest of my life doing YouTube videos. I'd love to do that, but I can't. I need to make some type of money to pay the bills, to keep the lights on, and yeah, well, there's that whole nightmare. But anyway, today I want to talk about beauty. When I was in high school, I had to write an essay on what the meaning of beauty was. And honestly, I hate writing essays. I hated it with a passion. Seriously, it was annoying as all hell to write essays. Paragraphs, sentences, punctuation, getting the correct form of there, Their, and there's a third one that I don't even remember anymore. And it's honestly just weird to me that we put so much emphasis on beauty in the world. I mean, take a look at Hollywood, California alone. How many people out there spend millions upon millions of dollars to make themselves look like everybody else? So many. It's not even funny. I can understand small things to make yourself feel better, because you feel like you don't look that great to what you want to look like yourself. That I understand. Sometimes there's stuff that you can do, and other times you do have to turn to a helping hand. But again, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It's not something that should just be taken at face value. There's more to beauty than just what's on the outside. I guess another good adjective is, or synonym, or what's a good, whatever. Anyway, another good phrase I guess I could say is never judge a book by its cover. Yeah, soliloquy, I guess. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, that's what you have a majority of. People are just constantly wanting to make themselves better and better. And that's fine. Wanting to improve yourself is the whole fundamental of life, as far as I've always been taught. You always want to make yourself smarter, stronger, faster, more likable, more well endured, stuff like that. But there's a fine line that gets crossed mighty quickly. When you're doing something for yourself, that's one thing. But when you're doing something because you want to get attention from others, that's a problem. A majority of people will spend their time in a plastic surgeon's office constantly improving themselves. Butt lift here, boob job here, straighten out my face, get rid of my wrinkles, suck the fat out of my ass and put it into my feet, stuff like that. Yeah, there's a whole slew of things. Now, I understand doing this for medical reasons, or again, because you want a helping hand, because you want to improve yourself in some way, but you don't understand or have the ability to do that. That's fine. But don't do it because you want to. Beauty is something that should be seen by somebody. Somebody once said, and I quote, "Everyone has someone in this world. There is always one person for everyone in this world, regardless. They could either be a friend, a companion, a lover, partner, what have you. Everyone in this world has someone. The thing is, we never consider that. If we're ever looking for love, we always look for beauty. Look at the celebrities, for example. What do they get together for besides money? Looks. No, it's not all there is in the world. Seriously, there's not. There's more to life than the way you look. I mean, look at me. I'm like 6'2", 6'3". I weigh about 400 pounds. I'm basically what you would consider ogreish in a way, I guess. Well, okay, how was it put for my first thing? Oh, yes, I kind of look like Peter Griffin. I like to consider myself a more fatter, more annoying nerd, but I'll go with Peter Griffin. What the hell? I'll go with that. I mean, I can't beat the guy that actually does look like Peter Griffin. I can't beat that. But anyway, stuff like that is basically superficial. You have to get to know a person underneath, not just what they look like on the outside. Oh, sure, yeah, it's like a car. That's the perfect, acronym? I know there's a phrase for this, my brain just doesn't want to tell me. Anyway, it's analogy. That's what it is. Analogy. It's a perfect analogy for the situation. Every car will have a wonderfully looking frame, but what matters is what's inside. Is it comfortable? Do you enjoy it? Do you feel like it's something that you would want to spend time with? That's the whole thing. Oh, sure, I could go and find myself somebody that looks like, a supermodel, fresh off the runway or something. But that's all that I have with them. You gotta get to know someone. You have to get to understand them. When you have this entire thing called romance, you get to know them. But a majority of people don't go any further than, hi, oh wow, your skin is so soft. Your face, it's so beautiful. Look at you, you're like a god. That's it. It's all the further we ever get in life. Now, some people do manage to find somebody that they have chemistry with and they connect with. They share similar interests. They get along with one another. They wonder at the end of every day how that person's doing. And at the start of every morning, gee, I wonder if I'm going to run into so-and-so today. Those are people that got past whatever they look physically, and they understand them on a much deeper level. Then you have some people that just don't. To them, what a person looks like on the outside is all that matters. It's horrible. And both sides of the spectrum can actually be affected by this. You have men that can be affected and women. Everyone can be affected by this. Every single person in the world is bothered by this, regardless if you're a man, a woman, transgender, whatever. Everybody's affected by this. We're stuck in a society that is more fixated on our looks than anything else. We care more about how big someone's lips are, how big that lady's boobs are, how wide that ass is, how tall that person is. My God, they got a chiseled six-pack over there. Look at the biceps on that guy. My God, look at that haircut. That's all we care about. Celebrities are the humongous reason for all this. I mean, look at the Kardashians. They're a poster child for this. Better yet, look at a majority of the celebrities. People will constantly look to them for how they should look. They're not how you should look. You're how you should look. If you want to make improvements on your own body, do it because you want to, not because a celebrity does. Don't do it because you feel like you want to do it. Do it because you feel like you want to have something that you don't have, not because they have it and you want it. If you want it to feel beautiful, that's your own prerogative. And as I said, to each their own. But at the end of the day, are you going to be any more happier than you were before? Is it going to give you a sense of joy and satisfaction? I don't know. That's the main thing. I don't know. At the end of the day, you could be satisfied with it. You could not be. All that matters is that beauty should not be taken at face value. So many things in the world are beautiful. A landscape is beautiful. The stars at night are beautiful. The ocean is beautiful. Birds, animals, the reeds that kind of blow in the wind and make that little noise by the ocean are beautiful. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Whatever one person sees as beautiful may not be what the other person sees, but then again, that other person may see something that they think is beautiful that the other person doesn't. To each their own is basically the perfect motto for that. Taking something at face value is a horrible idea. Getting to know something and think it is beautiful to you is a better idea. Everybody will think that one thing's beautiful, but there might be something else along with it that's more beautiful to you than to everyone else. But then again, what do I know? I'm Andrew Rhodes, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And until next time, this has been Andrew Discusses, and I'll see you later.